Hello, y'all. We got a little sauce going on out here. I'm fixing to cook a Catfish Courtbouillion, Cajun style, on the wood stove. Ain't gonna get no better than that, y'all. Let's see how it comes out. Just dump my holy trinity in there. All the onions, bell peppers, peppers. 90% of this is from the garden we had in the freezer, y'all. It's all that good homegrown stuff. Alright guys, I got the heat turned up a little bit. Got the fire going straight to it right now. That makes your pot a little hotter. Brown it, you gotta stir it a little bit more. I'll leave it like that for a minute. Once I get it cooked down, I'm gonna put the top back over the fire and curve it up, and that'll turn my heat down. That's my rice I just put on there. Cooking it down in a black iron pot. Try to make me a little gratin with that rice. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. I got all my catfish in the house. It's been marinating overnight. All seasoned up. Ready to go. Alright, while that's cooking down, I just throw my tomato paste in there. Straight out of the can. I don't think Jared's figured out how to make a tomato paste, or she ain't made me none yet. I got tomato sauce to go in it later. That's just homemade, but that is tomato paste. I'm gonna cook that down with my onions and my butter. A little plain flour in there, right, to thicken up my gravy. Yep. Alright, I put my cover back on there. Turn the heat down a little bit. I just keep adding a little flour to it, keep stirring it, keep scraping the bottom where it's sticking, thickening that gravy up, browning it up, thickening it up a little bit. Ooh, it's smelling good. It don't even have the catfish in there yet. Still scraping that stuff off the bottom. What you'll see down there that's sticking in the bottom, that's your roux, that's your good stuff. I'm using a flat spoon made by Kent Rollins. Works perfect in these black iron pots. It just scrapes that bottom and just keep moving it around. See that stuff that's rolling off the bottom? That's your good stuff right there. Ooh-wee. I'm getting close. I've been cooking this for probably close to an hour now. I'm staying with it, keep stirring it. Alright, I got it where I want it there. Now I'm fixing to add some tomato sauce out of the can that we put up. Put this up in 2020. It's 2 years old, been canned in the pantry. There's another tomato sauce. And I'm going to add 1 can of Rotel tomatoes. Stir that and let that cook down a little while. My rice is pretty much done. What I'm doing now is running butter around the edge. Let that butter fall down in there. I want it to melt down into the side of this rice. And that's going to make my gratin. If you go slow, let it cook real slow, it will do this anyway. But I like that butter taste in my rice. It's going to make a hard rice on the outside, and that's what I'm trying to get. We call it gratin. I'm going to do this every few minutes and let it cook down real slow. All right, I'm gonna show you a trick Mama taught me. When you're cooking gratin, you want the brown around the outside. You got to be careful because your rice will have a burnt taste to it cooking it like this. Now on this old pot, I got to keep turning it to keep my heat right and low. Take your piece of bread, regular light bread, set on top of your rice. Cover it back up. When it's cooked, you take that bread off. You will have no burnt taste to your rice. Alright, I just dumped my catfish in there. Guys, this ain't no catfish from a box store. This is catfish we caught in a hoop net. Cleaned, that we skinned them, put them all in there. About 2 to 3 pounds a piece, the biggest ones. Most of them were around a pound. That's your good courtbouillion meat, guys. Now the catfish heads make an awesome courtbouillion when you cut them up. But this right here is to be some good tender meat. It does not take it long to cook. I got it down on low. Cover the top. Working on my rice. I got some fillets right here. This is the same fish. I took some fillets off. I'll show you what I'm gonna do with them. I added about a cup of water to this courtbouillion. I'm gonna thin it up and let it cook down. Your catfish don't take about 10-15 minutes to cook once it starts bubbling. Now right now I'm stirring it, but once it starts cooking down, you can't stir it no more. You got to go real slow with your spoon and move the bottom. The best thing to do is grab both sides of the pot and just kind of shake it to keep it from sticking. But if you go real slow with your spoon, you're okay. Your catfish will fall off the bone if you don't. You gotta be real careful with that. I've got some good coals going in there. I'm gonna add a few more pieces of wood. Keep my fire going. All right, I got it filled back up with wood. Now I'm gonna have to watch so it don't get too hot. I might have to move my pot to the side a little bit. All right, y'all. On my marinade, what I did on the fish, I used Camp Dog #1 seasoning on my fish. I used lemon pepper. I used garlic. A little bit of Old Bay seasoning. Now on this right here, these are the fillets. They're up underneath there. I just dumped this Camp Dog seasoning mix. This is to fry the fish. I got the courtbouillion cooking, the rice cooking. This is the fried fish that goes on top of everything else. Y'all need to check this Camp Dog seasoning out. Down in the bottom in the description, there's a link in there where you can get a discount on this Camp Dog seasoning. Guys, this is some good stuff. This is old country, Cajun, backwoods cooking on a black iron pot. Good stuff, y'all. Running about 325, 350 in the oven. There's actually nothing in there right now, but it'd be time to put cornbread in there and some good old fresh biscuits. Got my catfish in the back, my rice is sitting on the side, and my grease is heating up. It's just starting to bubble. All right, my courtbouillion, it's hot, but it's not bubbling yet. It's cooking real slow. My rice is turning brown around the outside. That's what I'm trying to get. I gotta keep turning this pot, because on this wood stove, you got more heat on your left side than you do your right side. Okay, my grease is still popping. I'm not ready to fry yet. All this is timing. Your timing's gotta be right for your fried fish is done with your courtbouillion. So you take a clove of garlic and you put it in your grease. That will keep your grease from burning. Keeps your grease fresh. It gives you more time while you're cooking. All right, we got the catfish bubbling in the back. We got the rice looking good. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about right there. Got my garlic in my grease. My grease is hot. fixing to start frying my fish. We got the catfish boiling and catfish frying. Rice on the side. Oh my God, y'all, you need to smell this. Woo! It don't get no better than this. This is country living here, y'all. Alright guys, I just fixed Jared's food.
Way too much.
Way too much, but that's alright. It's catfish courtbouillion on the bottom over rice and fried catfish on top of that.
Let me taste it and I'll let you know if it's any good.
Moment of truth.
It's good. It's good.
Alright guys, I got mine ready back there. I'm fixing to fix my plate. It's not a complete video how to cook catfish courtbouillion, but if you watch it, you can see how we do it around here. God bless and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's, y'all. We love you. God bless. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.